Here is a web page, responsive web design based on the grid 12. First row there is a div grid 1, class equal grid 1, div class equal grid 2, next div class equal grid 3, next div there is a class equal grid 4, and the last div in first row there is a class equal grid 2. Second row, div class equal grid 6, div class equal grid 1, div class equal grid 2, div class equal grid 1, and last one, div class equal grid 2. It is a responsive website, mobile first. Here is a CSS sheet, body element, font family, font weight, font size, color, background color. Class container, there is a width, max width, padding, margin. Class container image, there is a width 100%. We have not image, but this is when we need for image. Grid 1 to grid 12, here is how I calculate in percent, width in percent. Every grid there is a width in percent. And in comment, you can see how I calculate that percent. There is no margin. Every columns in that grid, there is no margin. Grid without margin. Because of that, we need pad, a class pad with properties padding 5%. Media, mobile first here it is important. Media screen means a switch after max width 705 pixels. Every grid will have width 100%, what means that every div would go 100% over screen, over wide of the screen, and it means that every div go one behind others in one column on our mobile. Our HTML document go with doc type, it is declaration for HTML5. First tag HTML, head section there is a title, meta, charset, link for style sheet style5.css, a link to Google font, meta name for viewport. Viewport is this row is important for display, presentation our web page on mobile and other smaller displays than desktop. Body section, there is a div container, class container, it is main div. Inside the div, other div. We have a div grid 1, and inside every div we have inner div. And that inner div we give class equal pad. It is because of padding. We need that inner div because padding disturb div if we give padding directly to this div, this outside div. It is all others divs, and in the end of the document we have end divs, closed div, and closed body, and closed HTML